Hello, Christian friends. This is Evangelist Alexander B. Fremont promoting the gospel of Jesus Christ around the world. The program today, good afternoon, Jesus. I just want to tell you that God Almighty tests our faith. To be a strong person in the Lord and God Almighty and Jesus Christ, you have to be strong. And God tests our faith. If you haven't been tested by God, you're not a strong man. If you haven't been tested by God, you're not a strong woman. If you're a preacher or you're an evangelist or you're a bishop or who, if you haven't been tested by God, you're not strong. But to be strong, to be great, God always tests your faith. And a lot of times in life, people fail because they can't go through trials and temptation. A lot of people fail. When tests come to them, they give up. But God uses tests, trials, tribulation, temptation to make us strong. I went through it, and today I'm a strong man in the Lord. I can advise anybody. Yes, and tell them about life. Say, well, I went through it. God tested my faith, and it wasn't easy, but He allowed me to pass the test. So today, I can tell somebody, say, look, be patient, be strong in the Lord. He tries you. He gives you trials and temptation. And the story I want to tell you is about Abraham and Job. They were strong people in the Lord. They were blessed. But God tested Abraham to see if Abraham loved him. Abraham had a problem. His wife, Sarah, was barren. But she prayed and she cried to God. She prayed and cried, and God answered her prayer and gave her a son, Isaac. Abraham loved God. He walked with God. He was a friend of God. But God tested him to see how much he loved him. And it came to a point, he still demonstrated his love for God. And God tried him and tested him. He said, Abraham, I want you to make a sacrifice for your son, Isaac, from me. Abraham didn't refuse, and he agreed and took his son to the altar to have him slaughtered. God tests our faith to see if we're strong. Like his only son. But most times when people go for sacrifice, they carry the lamb, the sheep. And the son and him went and the boy asked him, Daddy, where is the sheep? And Abraham told him, the Lord provide. He grabbed his son, his only son, by his finger where he said, and he tied him on the altar. Took the knife to cut his head. It was a test for God to see. God wanted to see that Abraham loved him for true. He put his son and he took a knife. By the time he could chop him for the knife to reach to his head, the angel told him to stop. The sheep were right there, the lamb, where to make a sacrifice. So God uses tests, trials, and temptation. Now, many persons will say, why must God do that? But God works His own way. We only know little about God, but God knows everything about us. We only know a little about Him. How He works is a mystery. But He tested Abraham. Abraham offered his son. He said, I love God, and God wants me to do this, I will do it. And he tied his own son and was ready to make that sacrifice to God. God said, no, I will just test your faith. So God can allow things to happen to us to make us strong. We go through trials and temptation. Disappointment, all those things bring us closer to God. God allowed trials and temptation in all human beings that He likes. People He wants to use. He brings things in your way, and those things make you strong. Trials, temptation, disappointment, struggle. And when you go through that, you're a strong man or you're a strong woman. And Abraham showed his love for God. Job was a very rich man. Very rich and wealthy. 11 kids. Many persons don't know the devil and God Almighty can talk. They communicate. And the devil told God, said, this man who you boasting about. God always boasts about his children. God was boasting to the devil, but Job said, Job loved me. He's a man who cared for me. He loved me so much at this time. And the devil told God, this man only worshiping you because you made him rich. He wealthy. He got all the cows, he got all the cattle, he got everything. You're a rich man. Those days, Abraham time, you could call him a multi-millionaire. Say this man only worshiping you because you gave him all the things, you made him rich. But take those things from him, he will turn his back on you and curse you. God still boasted about Job. Say, Job loved me. He will never turn against me. But Satan, I gave you the power. Go and try him. And I got hope in him. So God boasted about Job. Today, parents around the world, love your children. Brag about them. Boast about them if they're doing good. You encourage them. Brag about your children. God brag about Job to the devil. You can still do the same thing today. Brag and boast of your good children. And the bad ones, motivate them and encourage them. And Job, all his children died one day. Later on, he got a message. All the cattle were gone.